on here. Oh, I was sitting there watching my stream and everything. Oh no, I did do it right. I thought the music, I think I'm all mixed up today. Okay, so yeah, anyway, I didn't think my music was working, but it did. I just heard it. So I'm back. I rebooted this machine, the Lenovo Wi-Fi that I'm streaming from, and now I'm okay again. And got my team, I got the team viewer working, and I got the ASRock up and running again here. And I thought of some more stuff. Let me get on the desktop here, and we'll get on team viewer, and I'm going to hit the reload. Since I'm mixed up, I'm going to triple check everything, make sure that I know exactly what I'm showing. I want to do a desktop video and turn out that I'm not showing the desktop. So yeah, there we go. Okay, so this is the Fedora 26 on the ASRock, and you know, I wasn't able to get the haven't been able to get the scanner to see, I mean the scan applications to see the scanner, and we'll just try it to make sure that it didn't suddenly start working. Okay, so I got to, when I woke up this morning, it just all hit me. Some things that I had thought about checking in the beginning and then forgot. You know, the ports that make sure I'm using the same ports for the scanner. If I can figure that out, or make sure I know what ports. Let's see, and I either saved a file or a screenshot. Of course, I've been on my machine, my mom's username, and this username, Dawn, on the ASRock. I did find out yesterday that the reason I couldn't install those RPMs, I was in her username, because I tried it in mine and it worked. But the errors I was seeing didn't lead me to believe it was a user permission problem. But evidently that's what it was. Either that, or I had never tried this particular. It was the fax app that I installed and it worked. And it turns out there's only one way to install the scanner apps, and that's the way I did it. I just hadn't realized that when I was looking through that list of apps and downloads. I just wasn't thinking straight, I guess. And so that didn't make it work, though, so I need to make sure. Let me see, while I'm on this machine, I'll look. Actually, I'm going to yeah, let's just do that first. Firewall. It could just be the firewall. But I got to see what port. Well, maybe I can just okay. Maybe you know, there's some groups and things you can set here. Now, what's the default? I haven't even been in here, so and changed anything. Runtime, permanent. Okay, I'm going to make it permanent, whatever I do here. Public. Trusted, work, home. I usually go ahead and make public is like more strict to try to protect you more, but it may not be any difference. Let's see. Home. Yeah, see, there's one or two other things in there already with the home set already set up settings. So let's runtime to permanent. Oh. I think that'll do it. Whoops. Okay, now we're on home. Oh. That's not what I wanted. Okay, home. Let's see. What I want to do is make it default the default profile. Make home the default profile. Can't right click on it. I've done it, you know, plenty of times. I just can't remember. Runtime to permanent. Okay, and what's that? Oh, that's weird. I don't like that. There. Change default zone. Just trying to. Okay, there we go. Now I want home to be the default zone. Let me just look through here and see the things that I know I would be using. And hopefully this will set it for her username too. I'll have to look and see if it did. But we'll see. I might end up wanting to do FTP. I don't have this. This is not an FTP server, but wait, that's for open ports, right? We're opening ports. Okay. Services. Yeah, you don't need any of that to just to get on the internet. And I'm not going to have any. I might turn on a temporary FTP server. There's some apps that you can do that with. And well, let's don't, because it is a. She's going to be using this machine, and that is a security. I was thinking about me getting in here to, you know, fix something or something, but really, people keep. I know when I had had to quit running my FTP service because people kept hammering it with scripts trying to log into it, and I didn't even have a login for it. It was read only. So on my web server, in my locals, I would use FTP, and I would use SFTP, but I used to always run very secure FTP, but that's not even. Well, it may be installed, but it's not running or anything. Not set up. Guess I better make sure, huh? Because since I ran those scripts to install, I didn't have it on that on the Lenovo i5. I didn't have it on there at all, so I don't think I have it. I know I can't get into it. I don't believe I have any kind of FTP server going on there. So no sane. There we go. We want that. That might be our problem right there. Our sane. Well, I'm glad I'm just looking through the list, because I was thinking of, I got to find the ports and open them up and all that stuff. Still going to kind of look through there, but SIP. SMTP, don't need that unless you're running a mail server. SSH. Synergy. I think I'm going to go ahead and turn on the FTP, because I think it might give me trouble in trying to contact VNC. I'm using TeamViewer, but if I decided to run VNC, I would want that on. Okay. I'm going to go back and turn on FTP, because, I mean, if I'm not running the server, I don't have to worry about somebody being able to log into it. All right. Now that, oops. I don't know if there's a save button. That is the stupidest thing I've ever seen. That looks like a drop-down list. And instead it just changes the view. Crazy people. Always having to make something different. I guess they get bored, you know, just get tired of just... Okay, permanent. I'm going to hit that runtime to permanent, because that's the only way I have the idea that maybe I'll be doing it right. And I'm saving my work. I mean, you won't runtime to permanent, but of course I selected permanent. Okay, current visibility configuration, runtime configuration is the actual active configuration. Okay, permanent configuration will be activated after service or system reload or restart. Okay. Okay, so I think I'm just... Why are you... Oh, yeah, this is... Maybe I need to turn on like a key ring or something in this system. Maybe that's my problem. Now, it changed everything. So I'm going to leave it in runtime and then go runtime to permanent, because I don't know that I didn't get what I thought I was getting. There, okay. Go slow. Looking over it again won't hurt. Amanda client's backup. Bacula is another backup. I use Lucky Backup. So they got Bitcoin in there as a thing. I got to learn about that a few years ago when it was first really getting popular, and I thought, I'm not setting me up a Bitcoin miner, but everybody said, well, at the very beginning it might have been worth it, but now you'll spend more money on electricity than you'll get out of it. But people, I was just hearing recently, people are doing it. People are selling retail Bitcoin miner machines now. And I'm like, whoa. I set it up and played with it, but it's kind of hard to get going right. I set it up and played with it, and I played with it on Windows and Linux because just to see which one would work better. But I decided it wasn't. I couldn't really. I didn't have the bandwidth anyway to do it at the time. My internet connection, but I was worried about that, and I just couldn't. Password. I just couldn't stand having another machine running, making noise and heat and everything in here. And this is really the only place I can do it. This is where the cable modem is, and where all my routers are. So back then, I really didn't have. I might have had one or two things. I didn't have. The only thing I've got that does Wi-Fi is the 2 laptops and the 3 phones. And I didn't have. Back then, I don't think I had any laptops, and I didn't have the phones either. I got the phones for $15, the ones I make my videos with. That's really all I use them for. I don't have service on them. I got them probably a year or two ago now, $15 each at Wally World. And they turned out really good. I mean, it'd be nice to have, better cameras, but doing the Wi-Fi streaming like I'm doing and, switching with OBS Studio, that's pretty cool. And 720p is all my network can handle with a pretty good router, that D-Link. Well, I had the TP-Link. It was supposed to do 450 or 750. I think it was supposed to do max 750 megabits, and this one is a little more. It's quite a bit more than that, like 1200 and 1500 or 800 and 1200 or something. Open VPN. I'll go ahead and do that. I don't really use that server. I never did get it working. I used Vino when I used VPN. Open VPN, yeah. Well, I played with it and I never did figure it out. I just use Vino remote VNC server. I mean, you can use a VPN for. You can use it for a remote desktop, but you can also use it for a whole lot of other things, like, not letting people see who you are and where you're going on the internet and stuff. Virtual Private Network, that's what VPN stands for. I've already lost where I was, where everything was, so I just got to go through it. Sane, that's the thing I want. Maybe that'll open it up to where it'll work. I don't have to go through finding every little detail about it. We'll see. I got the scanner printer turned on in there, but it was a few minutes ago, so it may have gone to sleep already. We'll see. Try not to try. I don't want to access it with my machine in case it does kind of lock another machine out, unless it's the only way I can see if it's working, Okay. Synergy's another remote desktop application, but it's not completely free. It's like, I don't know, I think you can use it certain limited functionality or something for free. I kept thinking I'd try it out, but everything I had was working so well, I just never took the time to mess with it. There we go, VNC server. WebM HTTPS. Now is that for... I don't guess there's any. Some of these are just for servers, and some of them are actually your outgoing signal, your outgoing stream. Your outgoing port. It really is your outgoing port. I was going to say the other word they always use, but I don't know about that. About whether actually needing it. All right, time to permanent. But there used to be a save button here. You'd hit file save, you know, and right, or maybe it would, I was thinking, well, maybe that's it, but that's not it. So that's why I thought it was weird and it aggravated me. So protocols, ports. I'm gonna go in here and look in here. Protocols. Okay, ports. Trusted. See what's oops. Services. There we go. Trusted. Let's just do that. I don't know if I want to go through there again. Oh. Let's just go look through here. Port forwarding. I think they've changed some of this. See, this is 26, yeah. 23 is what I'm using, so there's one for Fedora server. See, home. Okay, so I still have, let me switch. I want to switch to permanent and see. See if everything's the same in each, when I go back and forth. It looks the same now. Yeah, I think I successfully did runtime to permanent, I think. Yeah. Okay, that's what I want. But the main thing is sane. So let's, yeah, before, well, there's one other. Ports. Yeah, that's what I thought I was going to have to do, is find out the port and add it. Protocols, source, ports, forwarding, ICPM. I'm not a super firewall genius, so I don't know everything about all of those sections there. Let's see if Xane can find it. No devices available. Now, of course, I don't know unless I don't know if I want to go. I don't want to have to jump up every few seconds. It's just really a debate. Let's think about the rest of what I wrote down. Let's see, forwards and the D-link. Yeah, you don't. I can look in my router, but I don't think I actually had to open up any ports or anything. I mean, if I did, well, what I was wondering is, are the ports for the scanner different? And I'm trying to think, how am I going to check? Actually, well, you know, when I added, okay, I'm confusing in my mind adding a printer with adding a scanner. Well, that was adding I added a fax printer. Yeah, okay. The scanner, I think it just tells you what port it uses, and that's that. For the Epson, but I need to somewhere I saved, you know, what port it was on. Okay, or I should have a link or something. Well, the links will go to the instructions and stuff, and that'll be, I might be able to Google it, but yeah, screenshots or docs. The screenshots may be pretty hard to find since it's been several days, and I take a lot of screenshots. The documents. Okay, a lot of that I was on my machine. First thing I need to know is that machine even awake before I keep trying to fix it. Okay, so I either gotta. I think I'll just chance the idea, you know, the whole idea. I really don't think that opening it up on my machine, as long as I close it, no device available. Okay, so as long as I close it, I don't think that would mess me up. Okay, so I'll do a switch over and we'll go in there. Okay, since I'm walking away, I won't worry about muting the SM58. That'll work, I think. Okay. Go turn it off and turn it back on. And we'll see. takes a... Oh. It's taking too long to come back on. I've turned it, I guess I've turned it on and off 2 or 3 times. I have to wait on it now. Uh-oh. I might have jacked it up. It still says turning off. No, there it goes. The light doesn't come right on, so you don't think, or it doesn't after, when you turn it off and turn it back on, the light doesn't come right on. All right. that every time I go in there, it takes way longer than I expected. So I thought I'll be able to talk to you this way, that way. Okay. I'm guessing that you're able to hear me. Yeah. Okay. I don't know if you got a bit of echo or not. We'll find out when I listen back to it. If you did, I won't do it that way. Keep doing it that way. Okay. Oh, I don't really need to fiddle around. I was reloading my preview over there just because it struck me to do so. Okay, let's get on this one and try the scanner. Again, before I let it go back to sleep. No device. Now I'm going to try it on mine. Make sure it is reachable. Yeah. Okay. So I still don't have it fixed. I wonder if there's anything in here. Save device settings. Load device settings. View. Setup. Okay, let's see what we got here. I never did even dawn on me to try. I'll go ahead and check my stream. Oh, by the way, if you happen to notice that screenshot that I covered up, I thought that was so funny. When Linux kernel got to version 3.1, they made that little thing to put out for everybody to laugh at. It looks just like the Windows 3.1 thing. If you you may not know what that looks like. Windows 3 on boot screen. That's what it was. 1991 to 2011. Well, this is their actual years. It was in 2011. All wrongs reserved. Okay. Instead of all rights reserved. Yeah, you get it? Okay. That's enough of that. Copy, fax, email, OCR display, enhancement. Okay, yeah, I don't see anything has anything to do with the connection except for when it says load device settings. Oh. Well, there's some settings, but I don't want them. Yeah, Hewlett-Packard ScanJet. Oh, Epson. Oh. Huh. Where is that? Don.Sane, Xane. I wonder if that would fix me. Don.Sane. Well, I can't open up the... well, I could copy it over there. Don.Sane, Xane. That's a weird thing to think about doing. Let's see what we got there. .Sane, Xane. Oh, well, it's on my already on my backup drive, I'm sure. Batch lists. Huh. I go make sure. Let's see. Oh, it would be in. Yeah, right there. I mean, I'm for anything that'll work, especially if it's quick. Let's do this. Just do a mock. Oh, there we go. Huh. Right to left. Okay, well, I'm going to go ahead and... I don't know why it has changed. Maybe because I don't know, it may change all the time, but I didn't write both ways, did I? No, I didn't. Right to left. Okay. Me on right, backup drive on left. Okay, so that should be what I'm thinking is that's the file you could load. I'm going to view it right quick. Same. Okay, that's just colors and stuff. That's nothing to do with telling it where it's at, don't look like. Yeah, I think that's just my settings, which would be kind of cool, but that isn't where it's at. Don't think. Okay, so I don't think that was what going to help me. It just seems to me that I have everything installed that I should need to have it working, and more. Hopefully nothing that broke it, but the only thing I don't have is that HP. I got to thinking, I didn't ever say that. I got to thinking maybe I'm actually using the HP ports. Let's look in. Well, the printer works. Or it did. Let's see. Leave the firewall open. And let's make sure the printer still works. I haven't printed anything out of it. Terminal output. Services. That's the other thing, is maybe I have something in there. I think it's going to be in I don't want to print like a really long something. Okay. Okay. grep 665. This is one of the things this is it. The same port is 6566. I'm going to go ahead and try to print that, just to make sure the printer's working. Now in a minute, I'm not going to jump up and run in there and look for the piece of paper. I'll just see if I get a printer error. But, okay, so I want 665. I can't select all. Make it big enough where I can see it. There we go. Okay, 6566. That is the same port. So that, I want to open that port up. Well, I did open that port up right down here. That should be it. I can't look at the properties though. So I think if I try to add that port again, it'll tell me. And it was TCP. It let me do it. Okay. Runtime to permanent. If you don't save your work in the firewall, it'll go right back to whatever was in the permanent. Okay. Where's the print? The print job's gone, so there's no. It probably worked. Well, first let's do scan. See if I fixed it. Did not fix it. Okay. Well, let's look at mine. Well, I don't know how to. Let's look at my firewall. Okay, now here's, I left mine on public, but you can set it, I mean, you can do it however you want. You can just say public and then change it to what you want. But sane is not even selected there, and mine works. So must not be on a right path. 5980 UDP. What is that? I don't know. I don't know what that's for. I don't think that's for anything to do with that. What was the ports that I just said? 6566. I don't have those ports even opened up. So, and these, see, we need to be accessible for all hosts and networks. These are incoming ports here. And those are I think those are the ones I put in there. Let's see. I don't think it shows the ports if you're, I don't know. That may be all the ports corresponding to that. I hadn't caught on to that. They have changed the way this firewall thing works. So this looks just like the other one I was working in, doesn't it? Pretty much. Okay. So I'm not on the right track there. Well, let's look again at the ports. Yeah, that I know what that is. That's VNC. That is, I forgot. And that, what? 17. Oh, UDP and TCP. I don't remember what that is for and why it's in there. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So what are my other ideas here? grep 665 TCP, same port, same control port. Okay. I've never changed any of that, never fiddled with it. So, cups. I wonder if I have to change something in the cup server to make it work. That's possible. Cups printer server. Let's see. How do you get into cups? Let me look through some of my. No, let's see. Not right now. Let's. Yeah, printers. Okay. Cups. See if Cups is running on this system. Cups D. Yes, it is. Okay. Now, before I go all cup happy, let's go see if it's running on my one that's working. Yep, Cups D. Okay. So, I remember there's quite a few different printer things that I used to think it was only for when you wanted to share printers and stuff. And it runs a server, a print server, basically. And you could share them with Windows Really, I thought it was only for. I guess I had to do it to make me be able to share printers between Windows and Linux. But years ago, but I think that it handles a lot of it. I think it does handle. Oh, let's go do it on this machine since it's the one I'm trying to work on. Okay. I was going to try to remember it, but I don't remember. That's in Ubuntu anyway, so. Guess I could just. Well, I did. I was gonna say maybe I should be searching for how to make my particular printer work. Maybe it doesn't have anything to do with scanners. I was thinking there was options for scanners in there too. The more I think about it, the more I'm thinking I'm off. Okay, localhost 631 admin. Well, that's what I wanted to know. I just want to look at it at least. Man, this machine is acting slow today again. We'll see if I've got a cup server up and running. I have a process running. Yep, sure do. Okay. I'm going to save all this and then close the extra stuff so the machine won't be so tired. That one has so many ads on it, I'm going to close it. If I need it, I'll open it up. Add a printer. Okay, I don't think I have any printers set up or anything in here. Share printers connected to this system. I think it'll let you click on junk, but then you're going to have some, log in. I didn't have to log into it yet. Okay. Find new printers. Let's just see what it does. No printers found. Yes, allow printing from the internet. So you could set this up for yourself if you wanted to do that. And oh, now you're going to have to. I think you have to admin it as root. Or else it won't work. It would only work it might work for your username, but not anybody else. I think you can't do it anyway. Okay, local printers. I don't have any local printers. There's Epson fax though. See, that's showing up. I'm gonna click it and make it active. Cups PDF, workforce. It's showing it. I don't want to share it though, do I? Okay. Yeah, okay. So I don't think there is anything to do with the scanner in here. But there it is. If you want to set up and share printers, you could even you could actually share a network printer through this machine to another machine if you wanted to share this network printer. I still haven't seen my Epson fax work show up to where I could use it. Like say I wanted to print this page. I don't know if it would even work right. Oh, there moms. Okay. Epson IPP printer rejecting jobs. Huh. IPP printer. Oh, I think that's what I'm working on right now with cups. And then there's cups PDF, which I use all the time to say. Instead, I hardly ever print on paper anymore. I just print it to a PDF. You can have that. You can just install that app and it'll work, and you don't have to mess with setting up a printer at all if you don't want to. If you don't need one. Okay, but that tells me one thing. I need to go in there and make sure that IPP. That's IP. I don't know why it's PP. I can't remember, but there's one Internet Printing Protocol. Oh, that's LPPS. I think IPPS. Yeah, that might be IPPS. So it's Internet Printing Protocol. Okay, that's it. Sorry. I don't want to set anything like that up anyway, because I don't want people printing stuff from the internet. I mean, you can, have a password and everything, but it would be nice if you needed to do that, and you could set up where your phone could do it or whatever. Just be still a security risk. You'd have to be careful with it. But that's rejecting jobs. Well, that's actually okay. Get printer information. I clicked on it and it did that. I'm not going to set that up. You definitely wouldn't want anybody to fax you from the internet. Well, wait a minute. That'd be interesting. If I set that up and shared that fax as an internet printer, actually I'd really just want a local network printer. Then maybe I could fax from my... See, I haven't ever been able to fax from my Linux machines, but actually since I got that app to install, maybe I will be able to now. See, it installed and there it is right there showing up. That's not doing anything. It's hanging up or taking too long. Okay, so that's nothing to do with the scanner. My printer ain't broke, so I ain't going to fix it. Just look through here since I'm in here. Printers. Yeah, there's the printer. Let's go back to the administration page. I wonder if that's what I need to do is add. Sometimes you can, I think you can add them as shared or not shared. So let's see. Let's see if I can add that. Epson fax. Okay. 631. Hostname 631. What's it saying? Oh, it's telling me I need to do it in one of those protocols. I don't think I can just leave it like that. That's not what that says. I mean, it might let me do that and save it, but it wouldn't work. But maybe what's wrong with it anyway? I just don't know which one. 631, well, 9100, HTTP, oh, okay, IPP, internet, yeah, I don't want to, HTTP would probably be okay, but socket would be, that would have to be only be local. Portal, I don't know. Yeah, please enter URL. Okay. Host name. Okay, so that would be this machine. Okay, I'm not going to fool with it now, but that's interesting. I'm going to do a screenshot on that. That might help me in the future getting the fax working, but like I said, she can, if she wants to fax, she can. She would prefer to just put the papers in there and fax them. So that's not anything to do with what I need to do now. Okay. Oh, this is me. I was going to say, where's all of her links that I saved? Epson 645, right? Oh, well, I know. I can see that. I was going to, yeah, go to printer, go to printers again, or what did I just click on the wrong thing? There we go. Printers. Epson Workforce 645. Okay. There it is. Administration 9100. Okay, so and this port, you know that. Well, of course, this works. I'm not trying to fix this. It's not letting me copy, or else it's just not working because the machine's acting slow. Like acts like it won't let me copy it. I wanted to copy it so I could paste it into my search. Let me put that in my bookmarks. What happened to the one I just made a while ago? Did I never do it right? Huh. Wait, I wonder it's acting up. I've got a bunch of different, instead of having tabs open, this must be set wrong. Instead of opening up a bunch of tabs, I've got a bunch of separate windows, or I've been hitting the wrong button. Something's been going wrong here. Okay. There's nothing there. I thought I made that whole, I didn't do it on my machine. That whole little list of all my stuff. I'm going to go to my history. See if I can figure out what I did wrong there. Cups printing. There. Now I didn't even hold down any key and it did that. The machine's acting crazy. Oh man. It won't do it right. Could be the remote desktop not working right, I guess. Oh, there it is. Well, that's recent. Oh, these are other bookmarks, which I want those all in bookmarks menu. Okay, so I'm not missing any of that. Okay. Well, why couldn't I find it a while ago? It's all in there. I wonder if when I selected it, maybe it put it in there for me just now. I don't understand what's going on here. Now, this is not my fault. I'm telling you, there's something going crazy. Okay. Oh, that's not the one I just now made. That's why. So I can put it all in there, but I need to go back to my history and copy all that stuff. Now it's working. Oh, I wanted that one anyway. Okay. There. Sort by name. Okay, so. Oh, that's where I wanted all that stuff. There it is, software. I put it as software, but still, I don't know, maybe I missed it. Maybe I'm not seeing straight. Now it's in both places. Okay, now I don't need cups, but I do want stuff to do. I want to figure out her scan for Linux. Sane documentation. Scan now the easy way. Well, I know it works, and it works easy and well in my machine. I already know the sane port, so I don't need to do that again. Didn't help to open that up. Let's see. What about on the router? Okay, let's go to... Yeah, let's just stay on this machine. It's connected to my router. Well, wait. If I do it on my machine, it'll just log me right in. I don't have to type in the password or anything. So, I don't think you need to do any of that, but I'm going to look. I don't think you have to, you don't have to, let me see. You might have to forward the right ports to do internet, you know, printing and routing and all that. I mean, yeah. You might have to. I'm checking my stream and there. Yeah. Okay. So I want to go to my router. Okay, log in. Let's go to port forwarding. Okay, I do have it forwarded to 9100. Okay, let's see. Okay. Oh, that's printer fax, yeah. Okay, now let's do, well, I don't have to, yeah, see, well, let's try to do another one for that port that the scanner is using. Okay, I always can't remember if scan is one or two. Okay, local IP or computer name. Oh. Oh, right. I can just select it from in here. There we go. Now I need to get my port out of that. I don't know if I left that document open or not. Yeah, I did. This is what, I mean, it's worth a try. I don't see why that would. I mean, mine's already working, so I don't think that's necessary. Matter of fact, I'm afraid I'll break it, but and the UDP port's not necessary, so yeah. Okay, now leave that right there in case I want to delete it. And I already put it in the firewall just to see if it would work. Try it in here first, and then if it doesn't work, then I'll try to mine and make sure the thing's not back to sleep again. Okay. Okay, I could do it. I'll even try a scan just to make kind of wake it up. I never did go check, make sure that piece of paper printed a while ago, but I think it did because I never did see any. If it didn't, the printer icon would stay up there at the top right, and it would have an error. Yep, it worked. Epson fax. Okay, get rid of that. Yeah, that don't really have any effect on it. Now, as far as what, well, I'm trying to do it with sane. Well, I mean, it's working on mine though. That's what just makes me not understand why it don't work. That did. I think. Well, I think that when you install the printer driver. Oh, I just did that on my machine. Now let's go do it on the. I did it on my machine. But that's the router. Oh, that's fine because that's the router that it's on. And I already have that port open, and the printer works. So I think when I installed the printer driver, I think I remember it popping up saying, "Do you want to open up that firewall port?" And I said yes. And see, there it is. I put it in there, 6566. I could go ahead and do UDP just to be safe, but well, no, it says on the paper that it's TCP. TCP. Oh, well, that was all I was looking for. But I didn't. That hasn't had to be done on mine. It wasn't in there, and it worked. So I'm chasing a rabbit. The only other thing all that software that I installed and uninstalled. But I think I did do it in the right order though, because I found out that I had to install all that other stuff, and I did do that. I can't remember if I did it first or last. It said when I was reading the instructions yesterday, it said you got to install that LDP or whatever something. It's 3 letters. You had to do it first, and I honestly don't remember if I did that first or not. So what I was thinking is, well, no, I don't have that scan. I do not have it on the Lenovo i5. Okay. So it's not, I guess it's not a port thing. Again, I'm using 2 different desktops. That could be, I've seen that happen more than once with apps. It works on one desktop perfectly, no questions asked, and then another one it won't work. I really didn't want to install a whole nother desktop on there and use up so many more resources. Yeah, iScan software. I put it on there from my repos. I put it on there manually from the download, and neither one of them did a thing to make it work. I'm looking through my notes now. File associations, yeah, I need to go through and do that. That'll really confuse her. Okay, lucky backup. Oh, yeah, I never did. I set up a profile to back up, but it didn't ever back up. So I think maybe it might be because I'm backing up within the same. I'm backing up home directories to another directory in home, and it may not be going to let it do it. Okay. Firewall for ports. Now, of course, maybe you have to. Yeah, you might have to restart the firewall, the router for that to work. It's a possibility. Some of them, well, some of my routers, I don't know. Some of my routers you can restart them from the web interface. And really, I kind of think that is sort of like I guess I might call it a soft restart. Seems to me that whenever your router is not working right, it doesn't actually, if you restart it that way, it doesn't actually clear all the cache. If you're trying to get the cache to clear so it'll run good. Yeah, I never have seen a restart in there. But that's not what I'm wanting to do. I'm just wanting to restart it. I was thinking about it. So you have to unplug it and plug it back in, and that's what I always do when it's not running right. That's the only reason I mostly restart it. But this one, I don't see a way to do it. Okay, what happened to my rule I just added? It's gone. What's that? Port forwarding. HTTP, HTTPS. Okay, and then virtual server. Huh. But I don't know if that's doing anything for me. I may have put that in there trying to make the fax work, and may actually could cause it a problem. Okay, we got virtual servers, HTTP, HTTPS 10.124. What is that? I think that might actually be my real server's IP address. Oh. Yeah. So don't be jacking that up. 80. Yeah, that's my real server. That's my web server. Now, why did I set up a 443? That's an email port, I think. Why do I have port forwarding and I don't know, maybe that's how it does it. I don't understand that. Anyway, don't mess with that, Don. Okay, I wish I'd quit logging out faster and I can do what I want to do. Well, that didn't help me, so I'm not going to put it back in there, I don't guess. Oh, wait. Let's do it again. Just in case it could help. Epson 645. Whoops. I can just do it that way. Scan. Okay, and then I wonder why it didn't save it. Now I got to go find that port again. I'll just put both. Oh no, it's only I have seen where you need both ports to get things to work. Apply. There we go. Now that should have it in there. You shouldn't have to do anything else. Oh yes, there you go. Save. Save button shouldn't be at the top. It should be below everything. Okay. Big blue save button. Alright, so we'll leave it like that. Yeah, probably didn't need the UDP port. I don't think it would really hurt anything though. Well, I said the other day I wasn't going to do this again, and I'm doing it again. Back trying again at beating a dead horse. I just drives me crazy when I got something working on one machine and can't get to work on another. And especially now that I spent this much time, so it's still up and going there, and it works perfectly from mine machine. But it's not about the ports then. It's not about the firewalls in the router or the. I kind of think that that was trying to get the printer fax. I think that was what I was trying to do, is get the fax working. I don't know. The way it's written, printer, fax is one word. I don't usually do stuff that way, so that might have been the automatic addition when I installed the driver. So imagine, oh no, that's the router. Okay. Well, yeah, it can't do it to your router. It can't do that to your router. I had to have done that. Maybe it was too long and I had to do that. Maybe it only allowed you so many links. So maybe I had to do that to get that working. And maybe I'm going to have to reboot the router for it to take effect. But see, I have. Okay, let's add the UDP port. Let's change it to UDP first. Just to see. Seems that I can't type today. Okay, so now they're both in there. And runtime to permanent. I guess that's the only way you can save your changes now. No, I don't think that would make it work all of a sudden. But if you don't check, you don't know. Okay. Okay, that is the port being used. Of course, that it's asking this command is asking the TCP port. What is it in etc services sane port? Of course, if that's the wrong port from what I need, then that would be the problem why my machine can't do that. So if I run that on my machine, the one that's working, let's see if it comes up with the same thing. Running out of places to open stuff. I'm gonna have to take a break here, but yep, 655.66 TCP sane control port. Now let's do this. Let's change it to UDP just to see if it's even. Yep, it's there and it's in there, so it probably won't hurt to. Probably won't hurt to leave the firewall like that. Which firewall was I changing? I wasn't doing a port forwarding, was I? Did I decide about? Oh, I think I grep. This is on the other machine. Okay. Yep, that's what's in the etc services file. That port, and I got that from somewhere, or the instructions I was reading about everything. So thinking I'm gonna have to take a break so I can reboot my router during that time. Whoops. Let's see if you can do both. Can you change it to, yeah, I've got it as both, okay. And this one, let's just look. Yeah, it doesn't have a UDP port, but everything's fine there. I'm not going to try to fix that. Well, that is the fact. Well, I don't know. I think that's might be for the printer. I'm not going to mess with that one. I don't know what I'm guessing here. Okay, so I have, this is my machine. Yeah, so ports. See, I don't have that port open on that machine at all. Didn't ever know about it until I saw it the other day. So that's not going to fix it. So let me just take a break because I'm about to die here. And I'll come back, and I think I really need to quit trying to do this because it's not. I just got to thinking, well, if I fix it on here, I'll know how to fix it on the new one. But then again, it might be some other snags. And this is going to be Fedora 27, and I'm on Fedora 26 right here. So let's just quit that. And I will come back and perhaps just try to finish this thing up to where I can take it in there in a room for her to use it. She doesn't have to have that. She doesn't actually know how to scan to the computer. She's never even tried it. I'm working myself to death for something that really isn't absolutely necessary. I will need to know for myself when I upgrade my system, but that could be on another day. All right, I'll be back in a little while.